Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
ReNU is the University Counseling Center. We are located at 6710 Northwest 43rd Street, just north of the Webster Commons. ReNU offers a variety of services, including individual counseling, couples counseling, and psychoeducational workshops. The first 5 sessions for students are free, and students will never pay more than $10 per session. Faculty counseling is just $40 per session. ReNU is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. For more information, visit renew.snu.edu or email renew@mail.snu.edu.
One of my favorite things about SNU was the relationships I was able to have with people, with professors, with friends.
One thing that was purposely different about SNU was the integration of faith into the academics. I feel like I learned so much from that helped prepare me for life after college, to be a husband and someday to be a father. It was a really, really transformational time in my life.
My degree could have come from anywhere, but my relationships with people, I know I would not have gotten anywhere else. Go to snu.edu to apply or to schedule a visit.
And welcome to Phelan Field at Southern Nazarene University here in Bethany, Oklahoma. I'm Grant McNew alongside Lane Haregrove. We've got a good one coming your way, non-conference action as the Hillcats from Rogers State have come to town. This one should be a lot of fun. Rogers State comes in 6-3 so far this season. They've yet to enter conference play. They'll do that here shortly after this ball game, but here against Southern Nazarene, they're hoping to keep their streak alive as they have won the last 3, where they went out and swept McKendree. So that was a big series for them out in Claremore, Oklahoma, but here they are in Bethany, where Southern Nazarene is looking to bounce back after getting swept themselves by Harding University. Harding in conference play came in and handled business against Southern Nazarene, and as it stands right now, the Bisons are number 10 in the Central Region. So they're looking solid this year, and Southern Nazarene hoping to get things going. Let's take a look at the lineups For Southern Nazarene, first off, you've got Jacob Martinez playing center field. Then Max Dias, the right fielder, will step out. And Weston Hicks batting third, running first base. Dax Edmonds will be the cleanup hitter. Holding down second, then Blake Brinkmeyer will bat after him. He'll be out at third. Colby Entwistle, wearing number 8, playing catcher. He'll be behind the dish. Then Tanner Baird, Trey Orman, and Alex Leon will finish things off in the lineup for Southern Nazarene. No Tucker LeMay in this one. Still no O'Shea Whiteside. Those two guys getting a break here in the non-conference action. Should be an interesting look to see how this lineup fares without those two in it. Let's take a look at the lineup for Rogers State. A.J. Folds, the center fielder, starting things off. Then Ryan Tiger, the left fielder, will bat second. Giovanni Blackshaw, the first baseman, will be third. Then Matthew Delgado behind the dish will be cleanup. Gabe Russell, the DH, will bat fifth. Then you'll see Logan Balfons, the right fielder. And he's going to be followed with Jake Mitchell, the third baseman, Ramon Torres, the second baseman, and Richie Ponce, the shortstop, So yeah, you got two strong lineups, two offensive teams, two guys, or two sides that know how to put the bat on the ball really well, and we've seen that throughout this season, the last 3 games. For Rogers State, they beat McKendree 8-5, 7-6, and 6-4, so some close battles, but they just find ways to win. And Lane, you haven't gotten to come into very many games here at Phelan Field this season, but you're just a baseball enthusiast, I hear.
Oh, yeah. Long-time lover of baseball.
Well, that's good, and you sound like you love baseball, too.
I've never heard anything like that. What does a baseball fanatic sound like?
You have the accent of, if we were going to go watch baseball on a Tuesday afternoon, just have a good time.
All right. I'm excited for a good time. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it on the field.
Let's take a look at the field. Speaking of, for Southern Nazarene, again, behind the dish is Colby Entwistle, and taking the start on the bump will be Trey Orman. We're going to get to see some normal bullpen guys come in today. Orman, also the DH, so he'll play both offense and defense from the mound. Then Weston Hicks over at first, Edmonds at second, Brinkmeyer at third, and Alex Leon holding down shortstop. And from left to right in the outfield, it goes Tanner Baird, Jacob Martinez, and Max Dias. Looking at the field for Rogers State, Nate Wolgamuth will be on the mound for the Hillcats. Delgado behind the plate, then Blackshaw, Torres, Mitchell, and Ponce holding down the infield. You're going to have Russell as your DH, and from left to right in the outfield will be Tiger, Folds, and Balfon. So, again, a strong defense as well. Rogers State historically has been a solid team. So we talk about that here in a moment later on as well. Let's take a look really just at the resume for head coach Chris Klamas. He started over at Rogers State in 2015. He had a 19-27 record his first season, but since then, it's been all up and up. He's yet to finish below 8th place in any season. Of course, they made the switch to the MIAA back in 2020, and that season got canceled early due to COVID-19. But looking throughout the recent years, 2021, it was a 20-22 record for the Hillcats. That was followed by 26-25, and last season was 26-22. So you've got multiple 20-plus wins, multiple 25-plus wins. But a year I want to look back on for the Hillcats, 2019, 36-18. They went to the Heartland Conference Tournament Championship, which they won. Then they headed out to the NCAA tournament where they were sub-regional runner-ups. They were just a game away from reaching the Super Regionals. So you got historic success for the Hillcats under Chris Klamas. And he's looking to continue that here as he's out to an early 6-3 record. He's got a chance here against a GAC opponent to prove himself to the Central Region. Hillcats still with no votes in the Central Region. They'll look to change that here. Lane, how are you feeling today? That's just what I want to hear from you right now.
I'm feeling great. I'm ready. I'm excited for some good baseball.
Okay.
I feel like this team's got a lot of electricity ready to go.
Okay.
Ready to shock, set a spark.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Well, because you look back at the game against Harding where it was 30 degrees and there wasn't much energy. Here, already vibes seem to be up. And hey, let's take a break and step away. We'll be back right after this.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
Renew is the University Counseling Center. We are located at 6710 Northwest 43rd Street, just north of the Webster Commons. Renew offers a variety of services, including individual counseling, couples counseling, and psychoeducational workshops. The first 5 sessions for students are free, and students will never pay more than $10 per session. Faculty counseling is just $40 per session. Renew is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. For more information, visit renew.snu.edu or email renew@mail.snu.edu.
And we welcome you back into the booth. Trey Orman getting the start on the mound. We'll likely see him for a couple of innings before the switch. He's only got 1 inning pitched so far this season, in which he gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Neither of them earned, by the way. That's an interesting thing to talk about. He's got a single strikeout and 2 wild pitches. Interesting. No bases on balls, but he does have a strikeout, a couple wild pitches. So you bring in Trey Orman. Like we said, you're going to get some bullpen guys that normally wouldn't get the start, wouldn't get the early call. You're kind of going on a skeleton crew here if you're Southern Nazarene. But the fact of the matter here is you're looking to bounce back from the Harding series where you went 0-3. Felt like you should have won game 2. Things didn't fall your way. You got a chance here. You got a chance to step up and get back on track before re-entering conference play, in which you'll go see Arkansas Tech out in Russellville, which is an extremely tough matchup. So here you're looking to gain some momentum heading into that.
I tell you, I'm excited to see this pitcher bat. You know, you don't see that a whole lot, I don't think.
No, you don't. Trey Orman will be the DH as well. So you get to, we've seen that a little bit from Jacob Martinez, also here for SNU. But overall, you're exactly right. You don't see that very often. First to the plate for the Hillcats will be A.J. Folds, the center fielder. He's going to be followed by Ryan Tiger and Giovanni Blackshaw.
Leading on for the Hillcats, number 4, A.J. Folds.
First pitch from Orman to open up the afternoon will be called ball 1.
A little high. Let's hope he can get dialed in here.
Now the 1-0 from Orman out of the windup. He brings that one in high as well. A.J. Folds this season with an average of .314 thus far. He's had 35 at-bats and 11 hits. Has yet to hit his first home run of the season. He's had 1 in each of his past 2 seasons. Now a 3-0 count. Orman loads, delivers. He'll get strike 1.
There he goes.
Now the 3-1. Trey Orman off the mark. He's going to walk his first batter. That's his first base on balls of the season. Now to the plate will be Ryan Tiger.
Let's hope he's got the eye of the Tiger for this one.
I was wondering how long it would take.
Not very.
Not very long at all. Oh, man. So far, Tiger with a 286 average.
Good take by the Tiger.
There you go. I feel like you found your favorite player already.
I have.
Oh, the 1-0 again. Ryan Tiger, 14 at-bats this season. He's got 4 hits to his name, a single home run, 3 RBIs as that one is ripped to center field. Trying to get under it out there is Martinez. Jacob Martinez can't do it as it bounces off the wall. Martinez picks it up, and coming around to home and scoring will be A.J. Folds. So the Hillcats strike first off an RBI double from Ryan Tiger.
He got a lot of that one.
He sure did. That one floated out into center field. You know, for the Harding series, that wind was blowing straight in. We saw a lot of fly balls just die in the outfield. That one continued head out towards the fence. Boy, and it's going to take some adjustment to get reused to this Oklahoma wind blowing out. Now Giovanni Blackshaw steps up. He's a utility player. He can play just about anywhere. He'll be at first base today. First pitch to Blackshaw, the wave and the miss. Strike one. Now the 0-1, that one swung on. It's going to get down in left field. Ryan Tiger going to round third. Tiger trying to beat out the throw. He will, as it's picked up by, I thought that was Orman at first. It was Brinkmeyer who cut it off. So with that, an early 2-0 lead for Rogers State off the RBI single. Now Matthew Delgado, the catcher, steps up. First pitch going to bounce. Nearly got away from Entwistle.
Like the hustle there on the catcher.
You know, Colby Entwistle's been incredible behind the plate. To your point, Lane, he's got a lot of effort, and he does really well about tracking those balls that do start to get away from him. That one off the mark. 2-0. Now the 2-0 turns to 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, still no outs on the board. Rogers State has played it twice. They've got a runner on first. 3-0 off the mark. That's going to be ball 4. A 4-ball walk.
And it looks like the coach is going up there to have a conversation.
Yeah, we'll get an early mound meeting here in the first inning as you've got Blackshaw on second and Delgado now on first. Stepping up is Gabe Russell, the DH. He's got a strong bat on him. This is going to be a tense conversation. Good music, though, during a meeting. What do you say, Lane?
Oh, yeah. You know, next meeting I have, I want to have this kind of playlist.
Just in the background?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of meetings do you usually have?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Oh, man. Oh,
but there will come a day, and this is what I want.
Just are you just expecting to have a single meeting like in your future at some point?
It's bound to happen.
I mean, I guess you're right. Some action in the bullpen for Southern Nazarene. That's Landon Kinder, right-handed junior, warming up out there. Now we'll see Gabe Russell. He's hitting .400 so far this season and just 5 at-bats, so not a huge sample size. He's got a couple hits, one of them being a double. Still has yet to get his first RBI or home run, but again, small sample size. First pitch will get behind Entwistle and advance both runners.
Two runners in scoring position.
Now the 1-0 to Russell. Sent in that one. It's going to be chopped into right field on the ground. That will score 1. hold the other at third. So Blackshaw makes it all the way around for the third run in favor of the Hillcats. Delgado finds himself on third. Now Balfon's at the plate. We're going to get another meeting. This time skipper Grant Ledbetter will step out. This is likely going to be it for Trey Orman. Every now and then it's just not your day up on the mound. So Landon Kinder will run up. He'll get a couple warm-up pitches. Let's take a break and be back after this.
One of my favorite things about SNU was the relationships I was able to have with people, with professors, with friends.
One thing that was purposely different about SNU was the integration of faith into the academics. I feel like I learned so much from that helped prepare me for life after college, to be a husband and someday to be a father. It was a really, really transformational time in my life.
My degree could have come from anywhere, but my relationships with people, I know I would not have gotten anywhere else. Go to snu.edu to apply or to schedule a visit.
We welcome you back. Landon Kinder on the mound now for the Crimson Storm. No outs on the board. He's going to step into a 3-0 deficit here in the top of the first. He's thrown 3 1/3 innings so far this season. He's only allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 of them earned. He's walked 1, but he struck out 5. So a guy that's going to look to fill the zone here as he steps in for Orman.
Dangerous position to be here with runners on the corners.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it is. And, you know, there are worse positions to be in. Of course, it could be bases juice, but here we are. You've got runners on the corners. Down 3, no outs. Trying to step into some damage control here, Lane.
Oh, yeah. Looking for a double play and then some kind of ground out. How about that? How's that sound?
That would be really nice. That'd be really nice. It's going to be Balfons who steps up. Logan, a 6-footer weighing about 200 pounds. He's only had 1 at-bat this season. He couldn't get on. He has been walked once, however. He'll start out with a 1-0 count. Now Kinder delivers the wave, miss. Strike 1.
Looked awesome. That ball looked like it moved.
Yeah, sometimes it does that. The 1-1. Again, caught him reaching. 1-2 count. Landon Kinder. Up early. Again, runners on the corners. That's Delgado on third as the 1-2 comes in. He got him outside edge.
Got him looking.
Opening strikeout for Kinder. And that's huge for the Storm to gain a little momentum. Much needed. A little relief here on the defensive side. Now Jake Mitchell, the third baseman, at the plate.
Pickoff attempt at first.
Yeah, he'll check over at first and keep the runner honest.
Yeah. We don't like runners that lie here.
That's true. Now Kinder against Mitchell. He'll bring that in and hit him straight in the back. That's going to load the bases. So with ducks on the ponds, Ramon Torres will step up.
Props to him for wearing it. It's a tough man.
You think you could do that?
I'm not sure.
Only one way to find out.
We'll be.
I am offering to hit you with a baseball lane, in case you're wondering, yes. First
I am
pitch
offering to
Torres.
take that hit.
That's going to be fouled off to the right side. That's an interesting thing to offer, I'm not going to lie. Now the 0-1, bases juice. Oh, did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2. Landon Kinder throwing some dirty stuff right now.
Ice in his veins. I mean, this situation.
Now the 1-2. Out of the stretch from Kinder. Pitches in, it'll bounce. Good block from Entwistle. Makes it a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes, a single out. Pitch comes in, that one's off the mark. Now 2-2. Boy, you can just hear the wind ripping. 2-2 count. Kinder delivers. That one swung on, fouled off right side.
Just a little behind that one.
Yeah, for a second, Hicks had his eyes get wide. Thought he was going to be able to make a play. Instead, it goes foul. Ramon Torres, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big strikeout.
Now batting number 5, Richie Ponce.
Now Richie Ponce will step the right-handed batter's box.
Way to battle back so far.
Oh, absolutely. Still, since Kinder has come in unscathed, now you do have still a dangerous situation as the first pitch is high. But talk about poise to step in to a spot like this, just an absolute jam. He's got 2 outs. 1-0 to Ponce. He'll see strike 1 go by. Kinder deals. That one off. 2-1. Ponce again sees a strike go by. That one he wanted for a moment, decides against it. He's looking for a specific spot. Now a 2-2.
Can no longer afford to be choosy.
Yeah, let's see what Kinder comes up with. The 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, got him looking. Landon Kinder, 3 strikeouts to get out of the inning.
Cold-blooded.
Exactly what you were looking for if you're the Storm, and skipper Grant Ledbetter ecstatic about that. We'll take a break and get right back to the action. You're watching SNU Baseball on the Call Sports Network.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
Well, it's a 3-0 deficit for Southern Nazarene here against Rogers State. The Hillcats didn't need any time to get warmed up. They stepped up and showed out early. Again, raking, they got 3 runs on the board with 3 hits. And still no errors from SNU, which is interesting when you see an early 3-run inning, especially out in the first. But on the mound is going to be Nate Wolgamuth for the Hillcats. This season, he's only had 2 appearances. He's only thrown 2 2/3 innings. So this is a little skewed, but his ERA as it stands, 43.87. Last season it was a 6.35. So again, just a skewed statistic at this point as Jacob Martinez steps to the plate. First one, a lot of heat off the mark, ball 1.
Let's hope he gives up 43 runs today.
That would be an interesting look. If you give up 43 runs and you stay in the game, that just says something about you.
Says you're the man.
I'm not sure that's what it says.
Maybe not a good man, but a man.
You are a man, yes. 2-0. That one fouled backwards.
Just got a little under it on that one.
Again, Martinez at the plate. Max Dias on deck. The 2-1. That one off as well. 3 balls, 1 strike for the leadoff batter. Wolgamuth looking to get back into it. A 3-1 on the way. Swung on that one, chopped down. Going to be a routine play over at second. Man, that was close. They'll call him out. The toss, a little lackadaisical. Gave Martinez a chance to get there. Instead, they'll call it out number 1. Now Max Dias will step to the plate. He'll come up batting righty. And a transfer out of New Orleans.
Just a tough break for the leadoff hitter there. That's why you got to run those out. Never know.
Never know. Dias, his first hit. Chopped foul to the left side. Now the 0-1. Wolgamuth, that one a check swing, gonna bounce straight back to Nate Wolgamuth and be out number 2. And Dias did not mean to send that one into play. Now Weston Hicks.
Just a bit outside, ball 1.
Now the 1-0 on the stretch, on the way. Swing and a miss.
Hard swing, though.
That was, boy, he's looking for the fences. It feels good. You've got warm weather lane, some wind blowing in the right direction finally for the offense. I think he's excited about it. He was behind that one, 1-2.
Got to defend the plate here.
He's going to get a swing and a miss for strike 3, so it's 3 up, 3 down for Wolgamuth, a G4, G1, and then a K. Well, Lane, you're back on the defensive side. That's the bad news. The good news is you're feeling pretty confident in Landon Kinder on the mound.
Oh, yeah. After last inning, getting out of that runner on third situation. Not giving up any damage.
Yeah, none at all. None at all after the original 3 that played it. So you come in, and you're back to the top of the lineup. If you're Rogers State, you're going to see Folds, Tiger, and Blackshaw get another crack at it here in the top of the second. For the time being, we'll take a break and be right back after this.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question, what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days, I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
A.J. Folds up to the plate for Rogers State. He got walked his first time up, and he ended up plating for the Hillcats. CC strike one go by.
You always hear that most important pitch is strike one.
That one just shot down the first base line, picked up Hicks, and he slid into it, and he'll touch first base himself. That's a good first out.
Now batting number 27, Ryan Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger back up to bat.
Ryan Tiger, he'll take a hit, or a hack at the first pitch for strike one, 0-1 now.
Remember that double from the first inning. Hoping to replicate it, surely.
That pitch well outside. Now the 1-1. Landon will load, deliver that one. Waving a miss. Kender looking for the second out of the inning. He'll bring it in high, make it a 2-2. A windy day as that one's low. Full count. Kender out of the stretch, brings in the payoff pitch. He's off the mark for ball 4. Ryan Tiger takes first base.
Good eye of the Tiger
There
there.
it is. There it is. I was waiting for it. Now Giovanni Blackshaw, the first baseman, will come up, bat righty, a runner on first, and a single out on the board. First pitch. They'll call strike one. Kender trying to work that outside edge. Blackshaw not reaching for it. Now 1-1. Check first. One, that looked good, and it was. We'll get strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, a single out. Runner on first by name of Ryan Tiger. I'll check Tiger. Giovanni Blackshaw looking to stay alive. Boy, that ball bounced off the knee of Entwistle. It looked like for a moment Tigers can get put in a sticky situation.
Once again, the great hustle by the catcher there to get to that ball.
Now the 2-2, wave and miss. Strike 3. Boy, that one was well out. Again, Kender getting him to reach.
Now batting number 25, Matthew Delgado.
2 outs now on the board.
I think that just goes to how much they respect Kender already.
Delgado at the plate. Gonna foul that one straight back, and boy, if there's not a net there, we'd have seen a death. I'm glad there's a net.
Just missed that one, too.
I think we've talked about this almost every single broadcast. No clue who created the first net, but they are geniuses. Boy, were they on to something. Now the 1-1. Foul tip. And Entwistle got a piece of it. So 1-2 count, 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the second. Southern Nazarene still down, rather the top of the second. Southern Nazarene still down 3-0.
Another pickoff attempt.
1-2, swung on hit high towards right field. It's going to be out of play. I'll give him the foul ball. On the 1-2 again. This one hit well towards right field. Going to be a tough play for Diaz. He gets under it, makes the squeeze for out number 3. We are headed to the bottom of the second. Lane, what'd you think about that inning?
Oh, man. It's a roller coaster. But that play at the end there, that was a good hit, good catch, all around good baseball. That's what we're here to see.
It was, and you saw just an absolute battle that time from Delgado trying to stay alive, and he got a couple of cracks at it. Made solid contact. That one just didn't get down for him. Looked like for a moment it would, but Diaz is able to track it down. Hey, let's take a break and be right back for the offensive side. Southern Nazarene looking to bounce back. We'll be back after this.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
Well, and we are back once again. Lane, are you turned?
I'm getting turned.
I'm glad you're getting turned.
I'd turn up for baseball.
As the kids would say, right? As the kids would say.
As the kids would say.
So it's Wolgamuth remaining on the mound. Last time it went 3 up, 3 down, and he sealed it with a strikeout swinging against Hicks. Here he'll face Edmonds, Brinkmeyer, and Entwistle. Middle of the lineup.
Now batting 32, Edmonds.
Oh,
Dax Edmonds.
That's an intimidating walk-up song.
It is a pretty good walk-up. First pitch to Edmonds, called strike 1. Now 1-1. That one was off the mark. Edmonds gets a hold of that one. He'll get through the infield on the ground left side. Dax Edmonds safe on first. He'll get a single. First hit of the day for Southern Nazarene.
Finds a gap.
Boy, anywhere else, that ball's getting picked up by either third or shortstop. It looked like Mitchell and Ponce both had a shot at it, but they couldn't get there. Now it's Blake Brinkmeyer who will step to the plate.
Glad to see the no-hitter got shut down in the second inning.
You were nervous there.
I was.
I could feel your nervousness. First pitch off the mark. Brinkmeyer coming in as a freshman out of Taylor, Texas. He went to Gateway College Preparatory for high school. Talk about just a resume right there. College Preparatory.
Prepping for college, and here he is.
It worked out. He made it with 1-0. Now 1-1. Brinkmeyer to this point with a .348 average and 23 at-bats. He's got a few RBIs to his name, 3 to be exact. He's also been walked 6 times. 1-1, turns to 2-1. Now Now the 2-1 with Edmonds on first. They'll check Edmonds again. Wolgemuth uncomfortable with Dax Edmonds standing on first. Now he'll look home, send it in. Brinkmeyer sends that to center field. Should be a routine catch for Folds. It is, and Edmonds will trot back to first. So Brinkmeyer, the first out here in the bottom of the second. Jacoby Entwistle comes to the plate. Here's what you like to see with that, though, Lane. Solid contact again.
Oh, yeah. Got it deep in center field. Just not much you can do about the spot.
Now it's Entwistle batting righty against Wolgemuth. He'll see strike one come in on the inside edge. Good breaking ball. Now the 0-1. Again, beautiful pitch. 0-2. Wolgemuth delivers. Heater. Absolute heater. He'll get the strikeout swinging against Entwistle. Now Tanner Bear will come up.
So we got a tiger and a bear in this game.
Well, bear is spelled a little different than the animal. I do like where your mind's at, though.
I need a lion to sub in now.
Well, you do have the Hillcats out in front of you.
Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my.
Now Tanner Bear with a 1-0 count to his name. On deck is Trey Orman, listed as DH. Now 1-1. Edmonds still on first. He's been held up thus far. Well, 2 outs. You're looking to get him around. 1-1. He'll see it go by. Called strike 2. Now Tanner Bear. A 1-2 count. 2 outs on the board. Looking to keep things going here in the second. He'll get a hold of it. That one going to bounce up over Wolgemuth and should be an easy play for Torres, and it is. So Torres sends Bear back to the dugout for out number 3, and with that, Southern Nazarene back out on defense quickly. They have yet to get back to the top of their lineup. Orman, Leon, and Martinez, who is the top, will be up next on the third. But for the Hillcats of Rogers State, we'll see Russell, Alphonse, and Mitchell. It's 3-0. Rogers State holding on to the lead. We'll be back after this.
Renew is the University Counseling Center. We are located at 6710 Northwest 43rd Street, just north of the Webster Commons. Renew offers a variety of services, including individual counseling, couples counseling, and psychoeducational workshops. The first 5 sessions for students are free, and students will never pay more than $10 per session. Faculty counseling is just $40 per session. Renew is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. For more information, visit renew.snu.edu or email renew@mail.snu.edu.
You've got a new face on the mound. That's going to be Parker Presley, the 6'4 junior, coming in for Southern Nazarene. He'll replace Kinder, who had a solid performance. But so far this season, Presley with 4 innings. He's been solid. He's got an ERA of 15.75, but he's only walked 5, struck out 3, allowed 6 hits. He'll come in and look to make a statement against the Hillcats. We're entering the top of the third here in this 9-inning game. Russell to the plate, Balfon's on deck, and Mitchell in the hole. Now Russell, who got a single his last time up, coming to the left-handed box. First pitch outside. Now the 1-0. There's the 1-1. Presley will get strike 2. Now Russell down to a 1-2 count to open up the third inning. 1-2 on the way. That one shot out towards second base, picked up cleanly by Edmonds. The throw on the money for out number 1.
A lot of choppers today.
They really are. It's early, though. That could change. Balfon's to the plate. First pitch to Balfon's. That one on the ground into left field. Looked like for a moment Brinkmeyer made an excellent play. Instead, Balfon's will stand safely on first.
Just got under the glove.
That was a good hit. Now Mitchell comes to the plate. Jake Mitchell got hit his last time up. There he'll see ball 1.
I know he's trying to avoid that this time.
1-0. Inside again. 2-0.
But that made him nervous after his last at bat.
You can only assume, right? You can only assume so.
I wouldn't want to get hit twice.
I wouldn't want to get hit once. 2-0, man, off speed got him.
I feel like I'd like to try it, just to see.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're an interesting fellow, Lane. 2-1.
Try everything once. Live a little.
Everything? I don't know.
Maybe not everything.
The 2-1. I feel like I don't need the experience to know that getting hit with a baseball is going to hurt.
I'm not saying it wouldn't hurt. I'm saying if I'd fear a second one.
Okay. Now the 3-1. Presley. He delivers. Just off. They'll give him ball 4.
Well, that's the same result as getting hit.
That's a good point. Yeah. So runners on first and second. Torres to the plate. Just 1 out against him. He struck out swinging his last time up. He'll look to bounce back. And he will. That one will get down in right field. It's picked up. Dias will hold the runner on third. He's got a big arm, and now bases loaded. Now Richie Ponce. Ponce batting righty. May look to just get this one into left field. First pitch of the at-bat off the mark. Two well. Parker Presley will throw ball 3. Now it's a 3-0 count for Ponce, the shortstop. There, Presley gets strike 1. Parker. He'll deliver ball 4 and walk in a run So Balfons gets all the way around after his single.
Now batting on the floor, AJ Folds.
Mitchell takes third, Torres on second, and Ponce out on first.
It's kind of interesting to think about walking a run.
That's beautiful insight, Lane. I can't lie to you. That's pretty good. Now 1-1 count against AJ Folds. Top of the lineup for Rogers State. Folds has now batted in every single inning this game so far. He's got a 2-1 against him. There you'll see strike two. Last time up, AJ gave Weston Hicks an easy out over at first. It was a tough grab, but once he made it, all he had to do was walk up to first. Now the 2-2. On the way, that one swung on, is going to get down in right field. Dias picks it up. He's going to send it in, and the bases remain loaded as Mitchell plates for the Hillcats. It's an RBI single for Folds. Now Ryan Tiger to the plate.
Oh, once again, the Tiger's up. He's on the prowl.
Oh, man. 5-0 is the score. Rogers State with 6 hits already. Breaking ball was well high. 1-0 count. On fouled off into the parking lot.
Hopefully that didn't get a windshield.
I hope not. How far away did you park, Lane?
Not far enough.
There you go. The 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded up. With 1 out on the board. Parker Presley delivers. Outside ball 2. Now the 2-2. On the way. He got him looking.
Oh.
Strike 3. Outside edge.
He wanted to swing. He just decided against it.
So Ryan Tiger is going to be sat down. He's going to be followed up by Giovanni Blackshaw.
The Tiger was declawed.
How many Tiger jokes do you have?
We're going to find out. We
Okay.
got 6 more innings.
That's true. Oh, there's strike 1 against Blackshaw. Now the 0-1. That'll be off the mark. Breaking ball left high. And that's one of those pitches that's got the movement. If Presley gets it down, it's dirty. He just didn't get it that time.
He got it that time.
Yeah, that looked good, 2-2. Going outside, that'll fill the count. Bases loaded, 2 outs, full count. Rogers State already up 5 runs to none. The payoff pitch from Parker Presley on the way. That'll be fouled off straight back. Getting over the press box.
Can't help but think this is the kind of count that you picture yourself in as a kid. I mean, 9th inning normally, but 3rd inning.
Top of the 3rd.
Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded.
Just like we used to dream of.
Oh, yeah. I always dreamed of the 3rd inning.
Another payoff pitch. Presley loads. After some time, he'll load, send it to first. And that ball is going to bounce
Looked like it was
past first, which easily allows Torres to reach home. And then Ponce and Folds both advance. It hit Folds in the head, it looked like. Not hard, but enough to get it away.
Either the head or the glove, couldn't really tell. That one got all the way to the wall.
Well, either way, it's now a 6-0 ball game. Remains full count. Payoff pitch on the way. That one swung and it's going to bounce to Brinkmeyer. Blake loads, delivers. That'll be out number 3.
Unfortunate there.
Another 3-run inning for the Hillcats. They now lead 6-0. Lane, what's going through your mind?
What's going through my mind is that, you know, he was doing so good up until that pass ball there. You know, when it bounced off the runner's head. You know, sometimes the cookie crumbles that way.
Yeah, just an unfortunate error right there, and it just, I mean, I don't want to say worst case scenario because it could have been a harder throw that gets further away and you see 2 plate, but
yeah,
man, you see a payoff or a full count in front of you. You get just a reset throw to first and disaster. Well, we'll get ready for the bats to come out for the Crimson Storm, as we also have a new face on the mound. We'll take a look at that here in a moment. We'll be back after this.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
Well, again, it's a new face on the mound by name of Connor Hall. Hall comes in 6'5", 225. He's a junior out of Wichita, Kansas, transferred in from Pratt Community College.
6'5", that's a big man.
It is a big man. He's had two flat innings pitched this season, a single strikeout, 2 hits. But other than that, nothing else to speak of. No runs, of course, no earned runs. He hasn't walked anybody. He's been solid in his small sample size, and he's going to come in and face Trey Orman.
Oh, he's not a small sample size. I would hate to charge the mound on that man.
Well, I feel like that's just a choice you can make. You usually wouldn't do it at all, you know?
Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
All right, 0-1 count. Orman batting right-handed. He's been solid at the plate so far this year. Now 0-2. There Orman takes the first ball. One, 2 on the way. Trey will sky that to the right side. It's high in the air. Torres under it, and he'll grab it in shallow right field.
Just got it out of the infield there.
Again, you see contact made by the Storm. It just doesn't go their way. As Alex Leon will step to the plate.
Hopefully that gets ironed out, you know, towards the end of this game.
Leon had a solid game against Newman a few weeks back.
Like Dr. Keith Newman?
Yes, exactly him. It was him a bunch of times out in the field. 1-0.
Man does
Now
a
2-0.
lot. President of the university.
He does. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, no one on. Pitch comes in, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Now the 2-1 comes in, breaking ball, looked good, just off the mark. They'll call it ball 3.
Pitcher or batter's count.
Yeah, Connor Hall out of the stretch will bring it in. Boy, did he go. They'll say he did for strike 2. And the pitch was off the mark, but the heater, I think it looked like Leon panicked a little bit, tried to pull back, but he was already too committed.
Well,
Payoff pitch.
I don't think he was panic. I think he wants to swing.
Well, he's not going to get to, as there's ball 4. He'll walk to first. Good at bat for Alex Leon. Lane, you've resorted to dancing in the booth.
He's walking it out.
That is true. The wind picking up a little bit. Jacob Martinez working with a man on first. He'll step out to a 1-0 count. Now the 1-0. That one low. Two balls, no strikes. One out, runner on first. Now 3-0. Jacob Martinez looking favorable. Max Diaz is on deck for the Storm. 3-0 inside, ball 4. It's a 4-ball walk for Connor Hall. He'll send Martinez to first. And Alex Leon will stand on second. Back-to-back walks. Now Max Diaz at the plate. You got to think Diaz gets on here no matter what. You'll see at least a meeting on the mound. First pitch to Diaz, that looked good. It was. They'll call strike 1. Back to the basics for Connor Hall. He sent that one in straight on. Now the 1-0. That one off. One count. That one on the inside edge will be called strike 2.
Got to defend the plate here.
Now the 1-2 against Diaz. You'll see 2-2. Boy, he looked like he wanted that for a moment. It broke outside. Wisely stays away from it. Now Connor Hall. He'll deliver. Just off. Boy, that one.
Oh.
You've seen that go both ways. Now full count.
Full count.
Payoff pitch on the way. This is a big pitch for both sides. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Hall delivers. That one swung on. Fouled off left side.
Just foul.
Had a good bounce off the infield. It stays fair. It may have been over the head of Mitchell and into left field. Instead, Diaz forced to step back up.
Hoping to break the shutout here.
They'll have to chase that ball. It bounced off the wall.
Looks like
into fair territory.
It's been secured. We'll play ball.
Another payoff pitch from Hall. Out of the stretch, loads, deals. Swung on again, short hop towards third base. He won't be able to make the tag on the original runner. Diaz beats it out, base is loaded. Big single as Mitchell tried to put the tag on Leon. Leon gets around him. Now base is juiced, a single out on the board, and Weston Hicks to the plate.
That was a beautiful infield hit. You don't see a whole lot of those.
You do not. Hicks, batting righty. A chance.
Base is juiced.
First pitch.
Watch his strike 1.
And that ball curled in. 0-1 count. The 0-1 was low. And I'll tell you what, too, being able to get hits against a 6'5" pitcher with such long reach, that's tough. The 1-0. Rather, the 1-1 brought in, now 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Connor Hall delivers off the mark. Dangerous spot here for the Hillcats. They lead by 6, but with 1 out, bases loaded, and a hitter's count. Things are looking up for the Storm as of now. A 3-1 on the way. Off the mark, ball 4. That will walk in the first run for the Crimson Storm as Alex Leon gets all the way around. Weston Hicks now on first. We'll get a meeting.
Grant, I believe you called that one.
I did, didn't I? I've been called a prophet before. Very, very wrong to call me that, but, you know, they did say it.
Who are they?
Could I really give names out right now? I'll give you, I mean, you won't know who they are. I'll give you a Sam Jansky.
Okay.
You'll like this one. I actually worked with a guy whose name was actually Steve Austin. We called him Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's called me that before.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Exactly. Those are the main ones. Those are the main guys.
I do love me some Steve Austin.
Now Dax Edmonds to the plate. He steps up from the cleanup role with bases loaded. He's got 3 speedy runners in front of him. First pitch to him, low and outside.
Stone Cold.
I should have never told you that. Oh, man.
Oh.
1-0. Connor Hall gets strike 1. Wind blowing towards left field. Could allow Edmonds to pull one. The 1-1 is going to hit Dax Edmonds.
That looked like it hurt.
So Edmonds now will head to first. Jacob Martinez walks all the way around. We're going to get a pitching change as Blake Brinkmeyer will get ready to come up. It's a 6-2 ball game. Southern Nazarene still trails by 4. But chaos threatening to ensue for the Hillcats. We'll get a look at the new face on the bump.
Looks like that's
For
going to be
Roger State.
36, Matt Lentz. 6'3" righty.
Tell me a little bit about him, why don't you?
He's coming out of Bryan College, originally from Charlotte, North Carolina. You ever been to North Carolina, Grant?
I have not actually. I've been to Virginia. How close is that to North Carolina?
I think they're touching. They might be.
Probably. I don't know. I think they are actually. They definitely are. Pull up a map. Let's pull up a map, Lane.
All right.
Let's see. But yeah, I've been to Virginia.
Okay.
I had to drive through there. Of course, you know I went to Cape Cod this summer for the league, the baseball league.
And you're from Arkansas.
I'm from Arkansas, but I had to drive through Virginia. I snuck into James Madison's football stadium.
Yeah?
I got to go up in there. I wasn't supposed to, but I did.
Was James Madison there?
No, I didn't see him. I did see a statue of him,
Okay.
but he wasn't there. They also had like a bulldog statue. That was really cool. Did you pull up the map?
They are touching.
We knew it. We're geography experts.
Shout out the kid from Valonia, Arkansas over here.
Great town. Hey, let's get back on Matt Lentz, however, the pitcher up on the mound for Roger State. He's only had 1 appearance so far this season. Last year he had 14 appearances where he threw 18 1/3 with a 4.42 ERA. He was very solid last season. So far this year in just 1 inning pitched, he's got 2 strikeouts and no hits. He's going to face Blake Brinkmeyer, 1 out already on the board.
And his first offering is going to be a ball. Tell you what, this team has no shortage of big pitchers.
It's a good point. 1-0. That looked good. It was on the upper third, and they'll give him strike 1. Now the 1-1 for Lentz. Dealing to Brinkmeyer. He sends it in. 2-1 now. See, here's where things get iffy for Rogers State. You're forced to keep some arms warming up in the bullpen. You want multiple out there, as you can see, Lane. I know the camera doesn't pick it up, but they've got a few out there warming up just in case things go haywire here for Lentz, as there's ball 3.
Well, just like SNU has been in a couple different times this game, there's a full count, you know, only 1 out. You know, it's a real dangerous position to bring in a pitcher.
Absolutely. Lentz coming into a jam. We'll see what happens here with the 3-1. That one swung on. Could get through on the ground. It does. It's in right field.
Good dive by the second baseman. Just doesn't quite get there.
An RBI single from Blake Brinkmeyer, the freshman. Diaz plates. Hicks is on third. Edmonds to second. And, of course, Blake Brinkmeyer stands on first.
Now batting pistol number 8, Kobe Whistle.
Bases remain loaded for the catcher, Colby Entwistle. We'll see what he's capable of. First pitch to Entwistle is high.
Hoping to get his first hit of the day.
The 1-0 swung on. That one hit high towards left center field. It's not very deep. Should be caught out there by Tiger. No, it's going to drop. A miscommunication out in left field. Looked like Tiger thought Folds had called it, so Tiger backs off. Folds wasn't tracking it down. And so another run in for Southern Nazarene.
Hicks looked like he was ready to tag even if they did catch it, those.
So Entwistle will stand on first. Bases remain loaded. Tanner Bear.
Rawr.
Sure, yeah. You know, and Lane, you look up, and all of a sudden, it's just a 2-run ball game with Tanner Bear up to the plate.
This is a very productive inning for the Crimson Storm.
Yeah, a big crooked number for SNU. There's a foul tip to make it 0-2.
Teammates assuring him nothing else matters.
No balls, 2 strikes. Still just 1 out on the board with bases juice. Tanner Bear at the plate. He'll see ball 1. And Trey Orman on deck, who started off the inning.
Let's hope this isn't a Grizzly at bat for Bear.
Oh, man.
Warned about a balk, it seems.
So Lentz. Can't block that. O'Shea Whiteside can't block that, he says. So 1-2 count. Lentz with bases loaded from the stretch, sends it in. They'll give him strike 3 looking. Tanner Bear back to the dugout. Now Trey Orman will get another crack at it. He popped up to second base earlier this inning as SNU has officially batted around. Lane, you're excited about it.
I just love a good trumpet piece.
First pitch of the at-bat, Orman fouls it to the left side.
I don't know about how well y'all can hear these walk-up songs, but they're pretty fire, as the kids would say. Or are they not saying that one anymore?
I wouldn't know. The 0-1. Now 1-1. I learned recently, of course, Desmond Williams typically in the booth. I learned the other day how uncultured I am. He was saying things and I had no clue what he was talking about.
Well, he is a little younger than you.
He is. The 1-1, that one ripped towards right field. Boy, Trey Orman got all of that. Trey Orman is going to wave goodbye, and base is clearing. It's a grand slam. Trey Orman takes the lead in one swing.
I bet Lance wishes he could get that one back.
Trey Orman. Oh my goodness, a no-doubter. As soon as it touched the bat, you knew it was gone.
He dropped the bomb on that one.
Man. Now empty bases. It's an 8-6 lead for the Crimson Storm. And Alex Leon to the plate.
Big third inning. 8 runs so far.
First pitch to Leon. Called strike one.
Well, Lentz clearly wasn't rattled too bad after that.
Now 1-1. One of those situations, all you can do right now is, hey, you got no one on. All you got to do is throw strikes here.
Oh, he's pitching kind of fast.
Yeah, he's ready to get out of it. The 2-1. Lentz with rhythm. He'll hit the outside edge for strike two.
Well, the hurry-up pitching's working for him.
Keeps you from thinking too much, Lane. You just get up and you're throwing. He'll deal the 2-2. That one swung on, hit high towards right center field. This one should be caught. And it is. Boy, it was a tough grab from Torres. He does make it as he dropped back from second base. So that's finally going to get Roger State out of the inning. 8 runs. 8. Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Thank you, Lane.
You're welcome.
Boy, capped off by a grand slam. What more could you ask for from Trey Orman there?
Oh, man. I'm going to run out of fingers to count on here in a second.
That is very true. You only have 10, as far as I know. Well, Lane, are you excited now about this 4th inning? It's a brand new ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Brand new ball game.
Third of the way there, and it seems like it's just starting to take off.
You know, we said it earlier in the game. You know, you're putting the bat on the ball. If you're Southern Nazarene, it just hasn't been going your way. There, you finally got the break you needed.
I mean, you had some get through the gap. You had that beautiful infield hit there, and then all capped off by the grand slam. Action-packed inning.
Yeah, Trey Orman brings 4 runs in. Take the lead by 2. That's exactly what the Storm needed to get back on track. Even coming out of the last series where you just felt dejected. That time, they're feeling pretty good.
Delgado at the plate.
Delgado will take the first pitch to the right side in foul territory. Looks like the catch was made, and it was. Getting out there was Hicks.
Well, you can't ask for much better start than that. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Absolutely. Now Russell to the plate, the DH. He'll bat lefty against Parker Presley. And Presley going to give him a shot to the back.
Now batting number 10, Logan Balfons.
Now Balfons will step up. The runner on first, 1 out on the board. First pitch called ball 1. Now 1-1. We'll see strike 2 looking. That ball curled in from Presley. Now 1-2 count. Parker on the stretch. He'll send it in, wave and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs now on the board for the Crimson Storm as Mitchell will come up. Parker Presley with 2 strikeouts thus far. That first pitch is called ball. Oh no, that one hit hard towards left field. That's a rocket that will go foul. Boy, Mitchell.
Lucky that one was foul.
Yeah, that ball was going over by a mile. He got all of it. That'll make it a 1-1 count.
The wind's blowing left. Surely that has something to do with that.
You would think so. 1-1. Boy, the pitch was way off, but again, since you've been talking about it, Colby Entwistle. Quick reaction, quick jump, and a good one too, got up to it.
Doing a great job behind the dish today.
Now the 2-1, brought in, strike 2. Mitchell with a 2-2 count against him, a runner on first and 2 outs.
He's got to be more defensive now.
2s are hot. Parker Presley. He loads, delivers, is high.
Full count, 2 outs, runner on first.
Now the payoff pitch. Parker Presley, that one swung on, fouled off straight back. Could have been dangerous for some bystanders. And the one thing about these 1 o'clock games on Tuesdays is you don't have too much of a crowd, not enough kids ready to go chase that ball down.
No.
There's ball 4. Usually you've got a few of them out there ready to go grab it. Not today. They're all in school, where they should be.
Well, they're either in school or watching the softball game happening just across the facility from us.
That's a good point. So Torres will come to the plate, but we've got a meeting and a pitching change for Southern Nazarene. It's been a strong performance for Parker Presley, but he's going to have to step away. We will as well. We'll be back after this. You're watching SNU Baseball on the Call Sports Network.
Renew is the University Counseling Center. We are located at 6710 Northwest 43rd Street, just north of the Webster Commons. Renew offers a variety of services, including individual counseling, couples counseling, and psychoeducational workshops. The first 5 sessions for students are free, and students will never pay more than $10 per session. Faculty counseling is just $40 per session. Renew is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. For more information, visit renew.snu.edu or email renew@mail.snu.edu.
And we welcome you back, a new face on the mound. It's Levi Graham out there, a junior right-hander who's going to come in ready to deal.
While he warms up, I'll give you all an update on the softball game. It is currently the bottom of the 5th inning, 7-0.
In favor
of SNU.
There you go. SNU softball really solid. They were great last year. This year they're looking good as well.
Looking to repeat.
So Levi Graham, whose only appearance this season came against Northeastern State, in which he threw just 1/3 of an inning. He allowed 2 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 1. He also hit a batter. Has an ERA of 54, but again, much like we talked about earlier, it's a skewed statistic, very small sample size, just a few mistakes.
It would be a little concerning if he gave up over 50 runs in a game.
That's true. That is true. So 2 outs, runners on first and second, and Torres to the plate. Ramon had a single his last time up, and he struck out the time before that. First pitch for Graham, off the mark. Now the 1-0. We'll bring it in, make it 2-0. Levi Graham again coming in, throwing right-handed, working the inside of the rubber. Now the 2-0. They'll call strike 1 on the outside. Home plate umpire's been consistent about the outside edge.
Looked like Graham was kind of feeling out that inside corner, trying to paint there.
Now the 2-1. Outside for ball 3.
Tried to go right back to that same spot.
Yeah, just couldn't get it that time. The 3-1. Levi Graham looks back at his runner on second. He'll deliver now. That one off the mark, ball 4.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Yeah, this is what you were looking for if you were Rogers State, trying to get ducks on the pond. They do. They're at the bottom of their lineup with Ponce. Richie, his last time up, got walked, and he struck out the time before. For Levi Graham, it's time. Let's throw strikes here. And he does. Strike 1.
Got him with the off speed, it looked like. Or maybe just a slow fastball. Who knows?
Not you.
Not me.
The 0-1.
Got a piece of it, not enough.
Good pitch. I'll make it 0-2. Levi Graham keeping it simple thus far in the at-bat. Let's see if he attacks the zone here, tries to get him reaching outside. Again, bases loaded, 2 outs. 2 strikes on the board. Graham delivers. That one swung on, fouled off. Graham looking to pound the zone early.
Just put a car in danger.
Again, Richie Ponce at the plate. The 0-2 off the mark will bounce. Good block from Entwistle.
He's just had a great outing at defense today.
He has. He's been solid, and he normally is. He's a good catcher. He's one of the better ones in the GAC, I would say.
But you're not biased.
That's a good point. The 0-2. Swung on that one, hit high towards left field. It's not going to be deep enough to get out. Looking after it is Tanner Bear. Boy, it fell just fair. So an RBI double. The throw down to home is there in plenty of time. An absolute laser.
Oh, they're having
from
words.
Leon.
Okay.
So the tag was placed by Entwistle.
Few words exchanged by the base runner and the catcher.
Yeah,
at the end
Torres runs into Entwistle with a little bit of force. They'll count 1 run for Rogers State at least.
Might I say that didn't look like a social call between the two.
And we'll take
a little chippy.
We'll take a break and be right back after this. You're watching SNU Baseball on the Call Sports Network.
Renew is the University Counseling Center. We are located at 6710 Northwest 43rd Street, just north of the Webster Commons. Renew offers a variety of services, including individual counseling, couples counseling, and psychoeducational workshops. The first 5 sessions for students are free, and students will never pay more than $10 per session. Faculty counseling is just $40 per session. Renew is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. For more information, visit renew.snu.edu or email renew@mail.snu.edu.
Go. We're back. Yeah, thank you, Lane. Lynch remains on the bump as Torres got thrown out at home.
Big inning last time for the Storm, hoping to replicate that, I would imagine. That's a tall order, though. 8 runs is hard to replicate.
Yeah, Jacob Martinez, leadoff batter. He will take ball 1 from the top of the lineup. Now 2-0. Lynch sends in the 2-0. That one well off the mark.
He's sticking with that hurried-up pitching style. I can't help but imagine that would be impacting his ball-throwing ability.
Well, in that time, he's going to trip on the pitch. Boy, sometimes you just get tripped up a little bit up on the mound. So that time, Martinez walks to first.
Walked on 4 pitches, no less.
Yeah, a 4-ball walk, and that one, again, just unfortunate, lost his footing. Can't really say much else about that final pitch. So you're going to get to see Max Diaz step up. A little action in the bullpen for Rogers State.
Last time up, he had that infield hit.
The first pitch to Diaz called strike 1.
Finds the strike zone for the first time this inning.
Dean Grisham, the junior, out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, warming up for Rogers State. So the Hillcats will see strike 2 right there from Lentz. Again, working the outside. That's really where you're looking right now. If you're either side's pitching staff, that outside edge has been there all day. Now 1-2. One-two on the way is high.
Good reflex by the catcher there. Way to pop up and grab it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs on the board. Jacob Martinez standing on first. We know how speedy he can be as that one is chopped towards center field. It's going to get down easily. Martinez thought about heading to third wisely. Turns back around, puts on the brakes, and he'll stand on second. But Diaz will get the single. Now Weston Hicks to the plate. Hicks working with no outs. Runners on first and second. His last time up, he walked and ended up getting all the way around.
Boy, don't you love it when that happens.
Absolutely a free one. Martinez will head to third. Martinez, successful.
Safe.
Jacob Martinez will steal third, put runners on the corners.
We've got a thief now.
And so with the 1-0 count, Jacob Martinez adds a little pressure.
I can only imagine Diaz is going to try and, something similar.
1-0 to Hicks. Pitch comes in high. Max stays put on first. Now the 2-0 is off the mark. 3-0, I'm not expecting Diaz to leave first here, Lane. You're looking at a 3-0 count as Lentz has kind of been.
Well, why steal when you can walk?
Exactly. The 3-0 on the way. That one high, ball 4. It's a 4-ball walk. That's going to be it for Lentz. His day is done as he loads the bases with no outs with 2 walks and a single.
That thievery appeared to have rattled him at the end there.
Well, whatever it was, he's done. As up to the plate next will be Dax Edmonds for the Crimson Storm. Coming in for Rogers State will be Dean Grisham, like we said, a junior out of Broken Arrow. He's a pre-physical therapy major, by the way. He's got some study skills on him. So far this year, a 6 flat ERA in 2 appearances. He's thrown 3 even innings, allowing 5 hits, 2 earned runs. He's only walked 1, but he's still yet to record a strikeout this season. A dude that's going to come in, trying to throw a little junk. I think he hit one soft into the infield. Lane.
Grant.
Not too long ago, you were starting to feel like you were in an insurmountable hole as the Crimson Storm. Now you look at it, you're up 8-7, threatening to pile on the runs.
Oh yeah, I think the veil was torn last inning. The Iron Curtain was shattered, as they say.
Speaking of iron, did you see the Iron Claw, the movie?
Iron Claw. What's
About the
that one?
Von Erichs, the wrestling family from Texas.
I did not.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a heartbreaker. It's wonderful, wonderful movie.
As a wrestling fan, I might have to check that one
You
out.
should. You should. It's so good. Zac Efron.
Oh, that's enough right
Yeah,
there.
that's all you need to know. Zac Efron's in it, and he plays well.
High
It's
school
incredible.
musical.
That's, it's very different from high school. I don't think he sings a single time in this one.
He doesn't?
No. It is not a musical.
I mean, anything's a musical if you try hard enough.
Yeah, I think once you actually record the movie though, and if it's not a musical at that point, it's not a musical, no matter what you do.
I don't know. Maybe they just gotta get their head in the game.
Okay. Well, hoping to get his head in the game here is Dax Edmonds with the bases juiced, no outs. Not much pressure on him. Just an opportunity.
A warning
Here
sign
against-
playing.
Yeah, sirens going off. Dean Grisham. He'll pitch lefty. Edmonds hitting the the right-handed box. He'll take a big hack for strike 1.
Storm warning for the cleanup hitter.
Southern Nazarene holding on to a 1-run lead. They still have 1 less hit than Rogers State.
Well, that's just what's so impressive about it.
That time Edmonds straight up the middle, should be a double play. Quick pickup, and it is a double play, but Martinez will play. Man, that was impressive from Torres. He scooped it up and seamlessly touches the bag, sends it to first, and gets 2.
Now to the plate for the Storm, number 20, Blake Brinkmeyer.
Now Blake Brinkmeyer will come to the play with a runner on third. Brinkmeyer sends that one back to second base. Torres scoops, delivers, and there's out number 3. So Torres pretty much ends that inning himself. Good play out of him on the defensive side, but not before Southern Nazarene can strike again. It's 7-9, Crimson Storm. We'll be back after this. Well, we bring you back into the booth to let you know AJ Folds is the next one up here in the top of the 5th. He's going to be followed by Ryan Tiger and Giovanni Blackshaw. Man, do you feel like an animal?
I bet Ryan Tiger feels like an animal.
I walked into that one.
Yes, you did.
I walked into it.
But hopefully, none of these Hillcats walk to first.
Yes, good. Baseball, you get it.
This guy gets it. Let's hope he doesn't folds under the pressure here.
Levi Graham remaining on the bump for SNU. His first pitch called strike 1 to Folds.
Love to see that. Start off an inning with a strike. Hopefully you can end an inning with a strike.
0-1 swung on that one. Popped over the head of second base. Dax Edmonds will get into right field. That's just enough for Folds to reach first. Boy, that was going to be a tough play for Edmonds over at second. He thought he might be able to make it. But it does reach just past the reach of his glove. It's now Tiger to the plate.
Rising up, back to the plate. Took his time, took his chances. Ryan Tiger.
All right, runner on first. First pitch to Tiger, called strike one. Lane, I'm wondering if after the game whether you should go try to get his autograph, get a picture with him, something.
Make a TikTok with him to that Eye of the Tiger song.
I wonder how often he's heard that.
I would imagine his whole life.
Oh, man. 1-1 count.
Kids can be vicious.
Yeah, sure. I'll call it ball. Now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike for Ryan Tiger. No outs on the board, runner on first. That's A.J. Folds. Pitch comes in, swung on, foul ball. 2-2. Levi Graham taking his time, getting back to the rubber. He'll load and deliver the 2-2. Boy, did he go? They'll say he did. So contact made. I'm sure they'll discuss this. As it stands, he's out at first. They won't discuss it. No umpire discussion here. Let's say Ryan Tiger hit it with his bat. He's out at first, and Folds will advance to second. Now they'll discuss it. There we go.
Looked like he swung and it bounced off his chest.
Well, I think that's what Rogers State is saying. You heard it, though. It sounded also like it hit either some sort of padding, maybe the end of the bat.
Oh, you think it bounced off his bat, off his chest, off the ground?
Well, they're going to bring Folds back to first. Tiger looks like he's going to come up and bat again, get another shot at it. There it is. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to call it a strike 3. So he's out at the plate.
And when it bounced off his body, it was dead ball.
It became a dead ball. So let's say he missed the bat, but it hit him on the swing. So dead ball, strike 3, he's out. Runner remains on first. Best case scenario for SNU. Now 1-0 count.
You got to think worst case scenario for Tiger.
Oh, absolutely.
Hit by the ball and still out.
Yeah. Yeah. Folds will head to second. He's going to successfully steal it. He was there in plenty of time. He had a wonderful jump.
That was the second stolen base of the outing.
He said, I'm going to second whether you like it or not. Now 2-0 count for Blackshaw. Giovanni will watch ball 3. Now the 3-0. Graham delivers. He'll send in strike 1. Now Levi working with a little rhythm. He'll send in the 3-1. That one hit hard. That ball's gone. No doubter. That ball's over the scoreboard. That ball actually just went over the scoreboard. Giovanni Blackshaw just hit the ball over the scoreboard.
Bad. I have no words. That's a tall scoreboard. It looks small from way back here, but wow.
Man, Giovanni Blackshaw. How about that swing? That's a man's swing right there. I don't care what you say.
He got every bit of that one.
He sure did. Man. We'll get a meeting at the mound. And that's one of those moments where I think as a pitcher, you're willing to accept whatever words are coming to you. You know there was nothing you could do about that. The 5'11", 205 junior just rode that ball. Levi Graham had a good performance on the mound. But that's going to be the day for him.
I mean, just Blackshaw had a hitter's count, looking for his pitch, and he found it.
That's something, as he's had a 281 average up to this point, which is still good, but by his standards, not where he wants to be. That may be part of what propels him for the rest of the season. So good news for Rogers State faithful in that regard. Now Oliver Wilson will come in to pitch for the Crimson Storm. He's a guy we've seen a lot both last year and this year. He was an opening weekend starter for Southern Nazarene. He brings in experience. As he stands right now as a 6'2", 170 senior out of Purcell, Oklahoma. He spent his entire collegiate career here at Southern Nazarene. Lane, you love this song.
Hey, I like to feel the rain on my skin too.
Well, no one else can feel it for you. No one else can.
No one else. No one else.
Oh, man. Hey, we're having fun here. We're having fun.
I'm having a blast. It's 10-9. It's a high-scoring baseball game.
Well, that you just saw a blast as well.
That's the second blast on the night, and surely there will be another one.
I'm just listening to the music here, Lane. I'm just listening to the music.
Did you see that movie, Anyone But You?
I have not seen
They
it.
sang this song a lot.
Really? I thought about going to see that movie this Friday. Decided against it. Usually, you know, when people are up here and they talk about movies with me, Lane, I get made fun of because at some point Ella Enchanted does come up into the conversation.
I can't hate on Ella Enchanted.
Thank you. It's a great movie. Now the first pitch from Wilson going to be sent straight to Brinkmeyer, and Blake Brinkmeyer, reverse grab, will send it to first.
Way to pick it.
That's out number 2. Incredible play from the freshman. That's a guy that skipper Grant Ledbetter has been really excited about, and we've seen his play so far this season. Blake Brinkmeyer, as the kids would say, has been balling.
Ball he did. That was a hard hit ground ball.
Well, this one hit high. Brinkmeyer going to try to track it down, as will Tanner Bear. Bear making his way. He'll get there and make the grab at the warning track. Nearly flips over the fence, but Tanner Bear, incredible movement to get to that ball. And Southern Nazarene gets out of the inning. Oliver Wilson steps up. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Big stuff from him. We'll get ready for the offensive side. We'll be back right after this.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days, I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
Well, we welcome you back to Feeling Field for the bottom of the fifth.
I got a feeling on this field. I got a feeling this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Well, it already is. 19 runs scored as of now. And we're in the bottom of the fifth. Colby Entwistle, Tanner Bear, and Trey Orman are the next three up for the Crimson Storm.
Well, I remember last year the Crimson Storm set a GAC record with the highest scoring combined game.
Yeah, they did, and they lost that game by 8. It was
50 runs scored.
Yeah, it was something. It was something for sure. Didn't even take extra innings.
Well, we've got 19
that was
through 4.5.
I'm glad you bring that game up, Lane. And as the 1-0 comes in, they'll turn to 1-1. That was a day I don't think I'll ever forget because that was some of the strongest wind I'd ever experienced in a straight line. And it was blowing straight to center field. I think DJ Van Atten hit 3 home runs that game.
Wow.
1-1. Now 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch comes in. That one Entwistle got a hold of it. He'll chop it into left field on the ground. Colby Entwistle will get his second single of the day.
I'll tell you one thing about this Crimson Storm team. They're finding a lot of gaps today.
They are. Again, we said this earlier in the broadcast. They started out the ball game. They couldn't find those gaps. They're in straight to infielders. Right now, they're looking solid.
Sometimes you just hit atom balls. Sometimes you get it in the gapper.
Sure. Now Grisham working with a man on first. In front of him is Tanner Bear, who made an excellent defensive play to get out of the top of the fifth. There he'll see ball 1. Now the 1-0. Grisham. See strike 1. Boy, the wind ripping. Tanner Bear gets a hold of that one. Line drive towards right field, going to be caught. That's going to send Entwistle back to first.
Wind just killed that one.
Now Trey Orman will step to the plate. He's got 1 at bat to his name.
But it was a homer.
It was a grand slam. 1 out on the board. Runner on first.
That slam really was grand.
It was. Grisham delivers ball 1. One ball, no strikes. That pitch outside. Now the 2-0. That's on the way, swung on towards left center field. Trey Orman! No, you didn't!
Oh!
No, you didn't! Trey Orman again!
Back to back!
Trey Orman in 2 at-bats has got 2 heavy swings and 2 bombs.
6 RBIs on the night, and he's not done.
Trey Orman.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
And he almost put O'Shea Whiteside on the ground in celebration. Oh, my goodness. That's a way to take the lead right back.
Started the day off as a pitcher and became a pitcher's nightmare.
Now Alex Leon at the plate, a 1-0 count. That'll turn to 2-0. Yeah, very quickly, to your point, becoming a pitcher's nightmare. Trey Orman has become, like you said, an absolute nightmare for anybody. You see him come to the plate, you get a little nervous. That ball dribbled towards third base. Leon trying to beat it out. The throw is there and plenty of time for out number 2.
For all that excitement, only 2 outs.
Yeah.
Now batting for Jacob Martinez.
As they say, let the good times roll.
Well, Jacob Martinez hopes to do just that as he steps up. SNU back to the top of their lineup here in the bottom of the 5th.
Stole a base last time he was around.
He did, and he's reached home twice. That stolen base ended up being big for the Crimson Storm. He's got an 0-1 count. He'll foul that off left side.
You know what they say, we don't weather the storm, we are the storm.
It's a good point.
It's a great point.
Okay. Now the 0-2. Grisham off the mark that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs on the board, no one on. Southern Nazarene leads by a run. It's 11-10. Grisham loads, delivers. Martinez pokes that high to left field. It's going to go foul and out of play.
Oh, if he straightens that one out, it's gone.
Well, the crazy thing is he didn't make, at least it didn't sound like he made great contact, and it's still just
Well, no, because he's a lefty. That's what they call in the business opposite field power.
That's true. 1-2. Again, Martinez will chop at it, stay alive.
That one headed for the softball field.
Now Dean Grisham. He'll send it in again. Breaking ball high. Had a lot of curl to it. That'll turn to 2-2. Grisham against Martinez. Pitches in. Martinez ducks it. Now we're looking at a full count.
This is going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming in.
Wow. That's the second time today you've counted to 8.
I'm just, it's my specialty.
Payoff pitch, swave and a miss. Big strikeout that time for Grisham to get out of it. So for Grisham, you allow a bomb from Trey Orman, but so far, Trey Orman has just been forcing those home runs. So Southern Nazarene takes the lead back 11-10. Lane, how are you feeling?
I'm excited, you know. I mean, over 20 runs, and we're just 5 innings in. I mean, we're just past the halfway point. It's
well, I wouldn't say just past the halfway point. It's a 9-inning game. You're in the 6th.
Yeah,
It's 2/3.
2/3. No, it's not 2/3 yet.
Well, you're in the second third.
However, that's
That's too much for Lane Haregrove to process. We'll take a break and be right back while he wraps his mind around that. We'll see you here in a second.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question, what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days, I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
Well, Oliver Wilson remaining on the bump. He'll face Balfon, start things off, and as soon as he steps up, Balfon sends it to center field. That's going to be put out by Martinez. It's a quick first out lane.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Oliver Wilson has 3 pitches and 3 outs right now.
That's what I call efficiency.
Yes.
Can't be. I don't think you could be any more efficient than that.
Well, 1-0 count from Mitchell in the right-handed box. Wilson delivers a little low. Now the 2-0 brought in. That one going to be tipped. Now 2-1. Kobe Garrell getting that ball, team player.
What a guy.
That's a high effort play from Kobe Garrell. Now 2-2s. That one's called strike. We've been trying for a little bit to get Garrell up here on a mic. Have yet to be able to do that. Now the 2-2 from Wilson. He'll deliver. That one swung on, chopped up towards the middle infield and will get through. Leon couldn't get to it. It was out of his reach. So with that, it'll be a single from Mitchell. Now Ramon Torres to the plate. First pitch to the at-bat called strike one. Wilson working the outside. Lefty on righty action. Oliver stares down first. He'll look ahead, send the pitch in. That'll curl just outside. One fouled off. Boy, it went in between the concessions and the dugout. You don't see that very often. That's a tight gap over here to our left.
What I'm more impressed with was none of the guys in the dugout ducked. They were all very confident it wasn't going to hit them.
Hey, it's at least their second rodeo. The 1-2. That one popped high towards right field. It's shallow. Going to be a tough grab. Couldn't make it. Diaz picks it up, sends it to second. Max Diaz got the force at second from right field. He had to scoop it up. Oh my goodness, Edmonds nearly had an incredible grab. It got through his glove, but Diaz recovers it.
With the cannon. Tough decision as a runner there, though. Can't go too far because if he catches it, but
yeah,
didn't go far enough to make it.
Now it's Ponce at the plate. He'll see strike one. Yo, one. That looked good. It was strike two. Oliver Wilson thinking maybe he can get out of this inning. All he needs is another strike. It's an 0-2 count. We'll see if he'll pound the zone or work outside. 0-2. Boy, he wanted it. They'll make it 1-2.
Gotta tempt him a little bit when you're up that good in the count.
1-2. Torres standing on first. 2 outs on the board. Wilson deals. Swung on. Will stay fair over to third. Brinkmeyer makes the play. And again, Blake Brinkmeyer. Just an absolute wall out at third base.
Oh man, got him with the one hop throw.
Southern Nazarene will get ready for the bottom of the 6th. They lead 11-10. It's a high-scoring affair here at Phelan Field in Bethany, Oklahoma. We'll take a break. Be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Renew is the University Counseling Center. We are located at 6710 Northwest 43rd Street, just north of the Webster Commons. Renew offers a variety of services, including individual counseling, couples counseling, and psychoeducational workshops. The first 5 sessions for students are free, and students will never pay more than $10 per session. Faculty counseling is just $40 per session. Renew is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. For more information, visit renew.snu.edu or email renew@mail.snu.edu.
And yes, if you're wondering, that is Lane Haregrove faintly singing into the microphone, as we've got a new face on the mound. That's Alec Truckee, who will come in for relief. So far this season, he's got 8 1/3 innings pitched. Just a 2.16 ERA. He's 1-0 this season. 2 earned runs, 8 hits allowed. He's got 9 strikeouts to his name and only walked 4 batters. He's been really solid for the Hillcats thus far, and he'll look to come in a big way as they trail by 1. He's going to come in and get ready to face Max Dias. Dias will be followed by Hicks and Edmonds, as that's the next 3 up. It's been a heavy hitting day for the Storm thus far. Really for the Hillcats as well. As there's strike 1. Again, Truckee looking to hang out in that zone a lot, fill it up. 0-1. Dias gets a hold of that one. Just off the end of his bat. It's going to be picked up easily out of the air by Torres for out 1. So 1 out now. Weston Hicks will come to the plate. He's been walked twice today, and he struck out back in the first. Now he'll see a 1-0. Likely not going to be walked here with Truckee on the mound. Again, I've been wrong before. He's got a 1-1. Truckee. He'll load, deliver. He's off the mark. 2-1 now. The 2-1. That one off the mark. 3 balls, 1 strike against Weston Hicks. No one on, 1 out on the board. The 3-1. That's going to be ball 4. Lane, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Oh, man.
They're going to fire me. I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to lose my job.
Some prophet you are.
That's true. That's true. I told you. Don't call me a prophet. I'm not good at prophesying. I'm not good at predicting.
You lied on Steve Austin's name.
Well, he lied, really. Now Dax Edmonds will take strike 1. The 0-1. From Truckee. He'll deliver. That one swung on, hit high and straight back. Gotta go foul.
That hit the roof.
It did. Raise the roof.
Raise it. Get rid of it. We don't need it.
Well, no, I'm glad we had it. It hit the roof.
Raise the roof.
Oh, okay. 0-2. Truckee. Out of the stretch with a runner on first and 1 out. He'll nod yes, send it in. He's high. 1-2. Alec delivers. Swung on. That one's going to get into left field. Edmonds with a single will advance Hicks to second. And he's going to bring up Blake Brinkmeyer. Brinkmeyer working with 2 on. A single out. And a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Lefty on righty.
How many left-handed third basemen have you seen?
At least 1.
Oh,
Brinkmeyer lays it down. Brinkmeyer! No throw made at first as Truckee struggled to scoop it up from the grass. Bases loaded, 1 out. And Colby Entwistle to the plate. We've seen him do that before. Blake Brinkmeyer, just crafty. No matter where you put him, no matter the situation or what you want him to do, he finds a way to get it done more often than not. Now Entwistle to the plate. Colby will foul the first one off.
Oh, man.
Now the 0-1. Entwistle watches it go off. Ball 1. Again, bases juiced. Just 1 out. And 1-1 count. Pitch comes in. The wave turns to 1-2.
Hard swing. No doubt he had the fences on his mind.
1-2. Truckee. He'll load, deliver. That one on the ground to third base. Should be a double play. Entwistle trying to beat it out. He can't. So the double play will get Truckee out of a tough spot. And Rogers stayed unscathed. It was 1 out, bases loaded. But a good play out there by Mitchell at third and Blackshaw at first. And we'll get ready for the top of the 7th. Still a 1-run lead for the Storm. We'll be back after this. And we are back here again. Southern Nazarene up by 1 still, as there's a new face on the mound for the Crimson Storm. That's going to be number 15, Zach Robinson. We've seen a lot of him in the relief spot, and he's been honestly fantastic for the Storm this season. 5 1/3 innings pitched, an ERA of 1.69.
Wow.
He's been consistent. He pitched extremely well against Harding. He pitched well, I believe it was against Newman. Yeah, it was. He's a guy you like having in your bullpen for sure.
Coming out of Dodge City Community College. And he's not dodging the strike zone.
There, yeah, okay, there it is. There it is. Good call from you right there, Lane. Good call.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, he's going to come in and get ready to face A.J. Folds. First pitch to Folds. Now the 1-0 will turn. 2-0. Now the 2-0 from Robinson will be 2-1. Two balls, one strike. That'll turn to 3 balls, 1 strike. Now Zach Robinson working against A.J. Folds.
Folds has his pick of it now.
Well, there's going to see strike 2.
There you go. Full count. Way to battle back from the pitcher.
And that one is outside, ball 4. So with that, a runner on first We'll get a new batter up. Replacing Tiger is going to be Matthew Shore, a 5'10 junior. Shore comes in with a 192 average.
Showed bunt for a second there.
Well, he's going to quickly get away from that as that ball gets away from Entwistle. And will allow Folds to reach second.
I think that might be the first time the ball's gotten by him.
Yeah, he's blocked just about everything else.
That's
We'll get a
solid.
meeting on the mound for Robinson.
Feels early in the inning.
Well, no action in the bullpen. This is likely a simple, hey, let's take a breath. You're doing all right. Stay calm. Let's get it.
Let's take a beat.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Well, he's batting. Yeah. Yeah, like we said, a 192 average. He's got 26 at-bats so far this year. And coming in as a junior, transfer out of Lassen Community College.
Originally from Canada.
Have you ever been to Canada?
I have not,
Why not?
because it's not America.
That's.
If it's not the 50 nifty, it's not for me.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
U.S. of A.
Last season, Sure had an average of 321 at Lassen. So he's looking to build up on his current status. There he sees ball 2.
I wonder what Canadian baseball is like. I guess he'll show us today.
I think it's just baseball.
I reckon they might play with snowballs, though.
I just think it would explode if they hit that, though.
Who knows? Not me.
All right. Glad to hear you don't know what snow is, Lane. The 2-1 swung on that one, hit towards right field. Diaz tracking will get it. And with forward momentum, there is absolutely no chance for Folds to advance. So with that, Shore will have to trot back to the dugout. Now Giovanni Blackshaw will come up.
Diaz has been really solid on defense today.
He really has.
Showed off the arm last inning.
First pitch off the mark for Blackshaw. And Giovanni working with a man on second.
Homered in his last appearance.
He did.
Over the scoreboard.
No doubter. Now 1-1. One turns to 1-2 as Blackshaw watches it go by. Now he's got to choke up, stay alive, as some Little League parent is saying right now.
This ain't Little League.
1-2. Swung on, hit hard towards left field. It's going to get down in foul territory. Wind may have helped out with that one just a little bit.
Oh, man.
My phone just told me that it is windy. Thank you. The wind now has shifted. It's blowing mostly straight out from the south. Now the 1-2. Swung on again. That one fouled to the right side.
Showing off that opposite field power there.
We'll get a flyover. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Robinson. He'll load. Deal. Swung on. That one's going to get down in right field. Diaz scoops. He's going to look to hold the runner over at third, and he does as Folds plays it conservatively. Now runners on the corners for the Hillcats. Matthew Delgado now to the plate. He's going to be replaced. First pitch called strike one to Escalante. Now the 0-1 to Joel. He's going to foul that off to the right side, turn to 0-2. So one out on the board, no balls, 2 strikes, runners on the corners. Pressure is on for Robinson, but certainly a situation that he can deal with. The 0-2, Escalante, that one tipped off foul again. Escalante's got 24 at-bats with a 292 average.
24, and he's number 24.
That's true. He does have 1 home run this season and 3 doubles, so he can put the bat into the outfield pretty consistently. Put the ball into the outfield, I should say, as that one comes in on the ground. It's going to get to it on right field, which is enough to plate Folds and tie this game up at 11. A single for Escalante. Now Russell will come up. First pitch called strike one. Still a single out up there for Southern Nazarene, and in a game where as of late you felt like you have control. You look up and you're knotted up at 11, but also being out hit by 2. Now 1-1. Robinson loads up. That one hit high towards the left side, tracking it down and nearly getting there in time was Brinkmeyer. It was just too deep. So it'll be a 1-2 count now. Hey, he needs 3 baseballs. No more, no less.
I wonder why specifically 3.
That's what he has room for. The 1-2. Robinson sends that one low. 2-2. Robinson delivers the 2-2. That one hit towards second. Edmonds scoops it. Chance for the double play. The throw is well off the mark. Hicks couldn't get up enough to get it as Leon overthrew him. With that, Blackshaw from second will get home. And Russell will stand on second. So Rogers State will take the lead. It's 12-11. Now you've got 2 errors on the board, Lane, and suddenly you're trailing as the Crimson Storm.
Carson Cheatwood up to bat.
First pitch to Cheatwood on the ground. Easy pickup for Hicks over at first. And he'll bring us to the bottom of the 7th. Southern Nazarene trailing by 1. Rogers State able to put a couple on the board. We'll take a break and be right back after this.
A lot of new faces that inning.
Yes. Well, Lane, it's 11-12. Southern Nazarene down 1, but they've got the offense ready to go. What are you feeling? I guess is what I was going to ask.
Excitement.
Excitement.
I mean, it's still such a high-scoring, close game.
Right.
I mean, how can you not be romantic about baseball?
Romantic. Okay.
For the love of the game, man.
Okay, there you go. I'm following you now. I'm tracking.
Number 12, Tanner Bear.
So Tanner Bear will come up for the Storm. It's going to be Bear, Orman, and Leon as Tanner Bear got all of that one towards left field. It's going to go foul. But a big next 3 up for the Crimson Storm. Now the 0-1 turns to 1-1.
Looked like he was ready to take a hit there.
Yeah. Now 1-2 as Bear watched that one go by. Truckee. He'll deliver the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Tanner Bear, the first out of the bottom of the 7th. Now to the plate, Trey Orman. He's been up twice. He's got 2 bombs. First pitch to him. That'll curl in for strike 1. Surely you can't expect him to hit another, right?
I do.
Well, he's not going to hit that one over. That's well outside for ball 1.
If I'm this pitcher, I might just walk him.
He's got a grand slam, a 2-run shot. Now with no one on, he's up with a 1-1 count. He's going to hit that one high into the infield. It's in foul territory. Dropping, tough catch is going to be made. Man, that was danger, but Mitchell grabbed it. And that's when he hits so high. If he barrels that, solid contact at all, it's gone.
Oh, man.
He barely tipped that ball.
Now batting number 1, Alex Leon.
Now Alex Leon, the 9-hole batter, will come up. 2 outs on the board, no one on. He's going to hit that one straight up the middle. Are you serious?
Wow.
A barehanded grab out of the air for the out. He said, you give me a glove, I don't even want it.
No.
Gloves cost money, hands are free.
He said no glove necessary.
Are you kidding me? Alec Truckee. That's crazy. That's just actually crazy. Alec Truckee. What else? That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
What in the world?
I mean,
what in the world?
What can you do about that?
We've seen some incredible stuff today on both sides, Lane. Incredible stuff. just in general. We're getting ready for the top of the 8th. Southern Nazarene still down 1. They're going to keep Robinson out on the bump. Lane, are you having a good time? Are you enjoying yourself?
I'm feeling it, man.
Are you not entertained?
I like that gladiator reference. Probably the greatest movie ever made.
Wow, that's high praise.
It's not just high praise, it's the truth.
Okay. I mean, if you choose to believe that the Lego movie doesn't exist, you have nothing to say to that.
I can't argue with that one.
You can't. Not at all.
I feel like they're just too different to compare.
I hear people say that about movies a lot. I think I can tell you that one movie is better than the other based on which one I would rather watch. It doesn't matter if they're similar. First one comes in, strike one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good movie or it's not. Now the 0-1. Robinson sends that in, hit hard towards right field. Diaz tracking. Diaz makes the grab, turning his shoulder. Good catch from Max out in right field.
If we had one, that would be about the warning track.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's why I made it.
Thank you for making it.
You're welcome.
Torres to the plate. His first pitch called strike one. Torres has got a couple singles. He's been walked once. He struck out back in the first. Now the 0-1. Swung on that one straight to shortstop. Leon grabs it, and Leon puts him out.
Way to pick it off the hop.
That was just a pretty play right there.
Now batting number 5, Richie Ponce.
Now Ponce will step to the right-handed box. An attempt to get something going here in the bottom, or rather the top of the 8th. Robinson resets. He'll come out of the stretch. No one on. 2 outs on the board. Zach brings in strike one. Now the 0-1. Robinson wasting no time. Brings it in high, ball one. And Ponce, the 9-hole batter. The 1-1 count. Robinson outside. 2-1.
Good pitch frame attempt by the catcher.
That was a little low on the outside edge. Now 2-1. Robinson deals. They'll call strike two.
Bounced off the catcher's glove.
It did. 2's hot. Here for Ponce. Robinson brings it in high, ball 3. Now Zach loads, delivers, off the mark, ball 4. Ponce walks to first. Now Folds will come up.
2 outs.
Now batting number 4, AJ Folds.
AJ Folds got walked his last time up. Advanced to second on a wild pitch. And ended up coming all the way around. First pitch to him, strike one. Robinson checks first.
Now those lefties are dangerous.
They are.
When you're leading off on first base.
Oh, man. Robinson again going to first.
I don't know if I'd get a leadoff now.
Surely he doesn't go back 3 times, right?
That might be what Ponce's thinking.
The 0-1. Robinson. Boy, he'll bring in strike 2, but he turned his head to first like he was going back. Ponce took a jump back towards first with it.
Keeping Ponce honest.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Robinson with room to work with. We'll see what he goes. Breaking ball, that one. Gonna dribble short. Picked up Leon, bare hand, the throw was there in time. It's gonna bounce to the dirt, picked up. But now runners on the corners as Hicks couldn't dig it out. Boy, Robinson felt like he put the pitch on that he needed. But now Folds standing on first. Ponce on third. And Shore at the plate. First pitch they at bat. Robinson delivers strike 1. Pretty pitch. Now the 0-1.
Runner
Ball 2 and
thinking about advancing and finally reaches.
Folds literally just walked to second. That's hilarious. Southern Nazarene unbothered. They'll lose the force at second. That ball's fouled to the right side.
1 ball, 2 strikes on him. 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position.
For SNU, you get out of this one and you're at the top of your lineup offensively. You just got to get by Shore. He'll foul it off again, continue to fight. Looks like Gunnar Phillips warming up for the Crimson Storm in the bullpen.
What a baseball name.
It really
Gunnar.
is. 1-2. That ball's going to get by Entwistle. It bounces off his pads.
Ponce
And
is gonna score.
a quick 90 allows Ponce to get home. Hillcats lead by 2. Runner on third. And a 2-2 count. Still 2 outs on the board. Robinson needs a single strike. The 2-2. That one dribbled back to Leon. Going to be picked up by Alex. He delivers. The throw off the mark. Would have been beat out anyway. Folds will score and extend the lead to 3.
Brings up power hitter Blackshaw.
Boy, and right now as Robinson, you feel like you're doing your job. Putting the ball into easy play. The bounces in the infield just haven't gone your way. There we'll see strike 1. (14-11), an 0-1 count. 2 outs, runner on first. There's ball 1. Now the 1-1. Robinson deals. Swung on, foul ball left side. That'll go into the SNU dugout. Chance Bufford made the play in the dugout. 1-2. Runner goes second. Entwistle wanted to throw down. Bobbled it out of his glove. That's all right if you're the Storm. You've got a runner on second, but a 2-2 count in front of you. Robinson just trying to get one more by Blackshaw. Zach in the stretch, loads, delivers, swung on, foul ball right side.
Stays alive.
Giovanni has been dangerous at the plate. He's been a tough out.
A lot of twos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. And 2 runs this inning.
Pitch in up the middle. It's going to get through for Blackshaw. Now Martinez to throw to home. Not there in time. Entwistle back to second. He's off the base. Blackshaw ran through second. He is going to be tagged out as he slid off. The run will count at home to make it 15-11. But Giovanni Blackshaw will be tagged as he couldn't stop in time.
It didn't look to me like he expected a throw coming. Kind of let off the gas a little bit at the end there.
Well, it seemed like that for a moment. But finally, Southern Nazarene escapes the top of the 8th. They've got work to do as they are at the top of their lineup. Martinez, Diaz, and Hicks listed as the next up. Lane.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're in a situation. Down 4 late in the game.
Hey, this is where champions are made.
Yeah, non-conference games, champions. That's where you see them.
Hey, champions of non-conference games. How about that?
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, there's a first for everything.
I mean, I guess that's true, but this isn't. Usually in like, you have a conference championship, yes, but in like a national championship, you're not playing in your conference, so you already have.
Exactly.
But that's not what this is. This is just a mid-season non-conference.
You gotta treat every game like Game 7 of the World Series.
Okay. Is that what Skipper Grant Ledbetter is saying to his crew right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure Landon Riley warming up right now is thinking the exact same thing.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do with what you're telling me.
Hey, always be serious. Always be ready.
Okay. Any more wisdom?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Hey, that's okay. Again.
Tell you one thing, this guy is tall. 6'5".
Yeah. Don't you wish you were 6'5", Lane?
Well, that's what I put on my online dating profiles.
That's what I was about to say. You've got that Tinder 6'5". I think he might be an actual 6'5".
Yeah.
Landon Riley. Standing 6'5", weighs about 180 out of Bakersfield, California. Transferred in from Taft College. Another sports management major. He has a 0 ERA in 2 appearances and 3 flat innings pitched. It's only been hit off of a single time.
Wow. Well, let's see how well he manages this inning.
Yeah. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts so far this year. For the junior. Is there strike 1 against Martinez. Jacob Martinez did strike out his last time up, but there you'll see strike 2 go by. A lot of velocity on that pitch. Now the 1-2 from Riley, fouled off. Now the 1-2. Landon Deals. Another foul. That one tipped.
Almost got over the net.
O'Shea Whiteside makes a team play to go get it.
What a team guy.
Now the 1-2 on the way. Martinez couldn't get it down. That's a nice, tough grab out of the air by Mitchell over at third. So Martinez back to the dugout. And Max Dias to the plate. First pitch to Dias, called ball. If you're SNU right now, late in the game, you're looking for a crooked number. You don't have much time to produce one.
Really just trying to replicate what happened in the third inning.
Well, I think you always are. He scored 8 in that inning.
Well, 8 would help.
8 would help. That's a good point.
I'm full of good points today.
1-1, hit high towards right field. It's shallow. Going to be a tough grab on the move, but it's made by Torres. The second baseman will cover a lot of ground.
Sounded like he hit that one a little close to the hands.
Yeah. So Diaz couldn't get it done. Weston Hicks going to take his shot at it. First pitch off the mark, 1-0. Hicks into left field. Hicks
gonna find
it's
a
gonna
gap.
get down, and Weston will stand on first. A single for Weston Hicks. That's his first hit of the day, as he's been walked 3 times.
Sure was close on that one. He almost made the play. Laid out and just couldn't quite get there.
Now Dax Edmonds hits that one high towards right field in foul territory. And it's going to be out of play. There you hear the, hey, just straighten it out.
No doubt a caring mother.
The 0-1 from Riley. Now 1-1. Brought in, inside edge. For strike 2, 1-2 count. That 3/4 arm slot for Landon Riley, tough to gauge. The 6'5" frame. Riley loads, delivers. That one swung on, fouled off. That ball was high. Edmonds got a piece of it.
He's got to be releasing that ball almost at 50 feet.
That's what it seems like. Not much time to react. Now the 1-2. That'll be off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Couple outs as well. Fouled off again. 2s remain hot with a runner on first.
Just battling this at bat.
Patrick Hine there to deliver a couple baseballs to the home plate umpire.
Looks like we're getting a quick flyover.
Now Edmonds trying to stay alive with a 2-2 count. Riley delivers. Edmonds sends that into shallow right field. This one should be caught by Torres, and it is for out number 3. We are headed to the final inning of play. Top of the 9th, here we come. Rogers State with a 4-run lead. We'll take a break and be right back after this. You're watching Southern Nazarene Baseball on the Call Sports Network.
One of my favorite things about SNU was the relationships I was able to have with people, with professors, with friends.
One thing that was purposely different about SNU was the integration of faith into the academics. I feel like I learned so much from that helped prepare me for life after college, to be a husband and someday to be a father. It was a really, really transformational time in my life.
My degree could have come from anywhere, but my relationships with people, I know I would not have gotten anywhere else. Go to snu.edu to apply or to schedule a visit.
ReNU is the University Counseling Center. We are located at 6710 Northwest 43rd Street, just north of the Webster Commons. Renew offers a variety of services, including individual counseling, couples counseling, and psychoeducational workshops. The first 5 sessions for students are free, and students will never pay more than $10 per session. Faculty counseling is just $40 per session. Renew is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. For more information, visit renew.snu.edu or email renew@mail.snu.edu.
Just like that movie Major League, we got our own wild thing on the mound.
We sure do. Gunnar Phillips, the new face up there. He's going to come in and meet Escalante, Russell, and Balfons.
Lucky number 7.
He actually told me today, Lane, I don't know if you noticed this, I'm wearing an old SNU baseball jersey. It is number 7. He comes up while I'm setting up and he goes, hey, you look good in 7.
Well,
I guess he's saying I could be a starting pitcher. That's what he's trying to tell me.
you got his job.
I have a nasty curveball.
Well, let's hope so does he.
First pitch off the mark, ball 1 to Escalante. Escalante gets a hold of that one fair down the first base line. It's on the ground, just now being picked up by Diaz in the corner. Escalante going to stand up on second. Boy, off the hit, you think, okay, maybe he's headed to third, but right there, absolutely no shot. Diaz showing off his arm. Good hit, however, for Escalante. A leadoff double. Now it's Russell to the plate.
Ooh,
First pitch, strike 1.
that was nasty. That ball looked like it fell off a shelf.
Well, Russell, a big strike zone, 6'3", 215. As he'll watch strike 2 go by as well. Now the 0-2 from Gunnar Phillips. A guy that's got a lot of stuff in his bag.
God, with a name like that, he was just born to be a pitcher.
Phillips delivers, swung on that one, headed to Leon. He's going to send it to first, and he's going to get it. First out of the inning. Escalante standing on third now.
Now batting for the Hillcats, number 6, Carson Cheatwood.
Carson Cheatwood to the plate.
I believe he grounded out on 1 pitch in his last at bat.
He did. Cheatwood will foul the first one off into his own bullpen.
Well, it's already better than his last at bat.
Sure, yeah. Now the 0-1. Phillips got it by him. He felt the breeze from that swing. Now it's 0-2. Gunnar Phillips, I expect him to pound the zone here. Phillips delivers. He does. That one fouled to the left side. Good catch by the third base coach.
Got a piece of the breaking ball.
Dude, I don't know what it is about Rogers State, but they don't need gloves.
No,
Barehanded.
like the 1920s.
The 0-2. Phillips deals. Got him looking.
Oh,
Gunnar Phillips. What a pitch.
2 outs and a runner on third. Can the closer get out of this situation?
Well, it's Jake Mitchell to the plate, the third baseman. Phillips' first pitch to him, well off the mark, a 1-0 count. Gunnar sends in strike 1. Now the 1-1 hit high towards left field. This should be caught. Unless it's deep enough. It's floating towards the wall. Oh my goodness, that ball got out by a hair.
That's what happens when you hang a curveball.
Boy, the wind carried that one out. He hit it to the moon. Good night.
Looked like Bear had a chance to catch it at the wall and just didn't quite get there.
So Mitchell will add a home run to his stats for the day. Gunnar Phillips a little dejected, but not much he could do about that. That ball carried out. It was a good pitch at first. You think, okay, we're going to get an out. No, there's strike one to Torres. Two-run shot from Mitchell extends the lead to 6. That ball is going to hit Torres in the arm. Now Ponce will come to the plate. Gunnar Phillips. Get ball one low.
Man.
Phillips. Well, that was a quick move to first. But the get back is there for Torres.
Come on, Wild Thing. Hey, he played the song.
He did. He did. Good pitch. 1-1. Yeah, I don't know if you, I've seen me pitch before, Lane. I've got that little, I've got a slurve action. So that one's inside. 2-1. I throw fastball, of course. Got a good fastball, usually a two-seam. I've got a dirty changeup. Let me tell you, that's my pitch, the changeup.
Yeah?
The 2-1. Off the mark.
I throw a fastball and a slow ball.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Now the 3-1. Right down the pipe, make it a full count.
Oh, man. 9th inning. Full count, 2 outs.
So Ponce working with a full count. Gunnar Phillips to deliver the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss.
Got him.
The wipe.
Looking like a prime Charlie Sheen from Major League
on
that one.
There you go.
He lives up to the song.
So the bottom of the 9th is upon us. It's a 6-run deficit for the Storm. You may remember they put 8 on the board back in the 3rd. So certainly doable as Brinkmeyer, Entwistle, and Bear, the next 3 up. Orman lined up in that 4th spot. We'll see if they make any changes to the lineup, if they let it stand as is. Lane, how do you feel about this situation?
Well, you know, there's a 6-run deficit, and don't forget that Orman himself has 6 RBIs on the night.
He does. If you pull something out here, Trey Orman, absolutely, definitely your offensive player of the game.
Oh, absolutely. I think this is a very good, meaty part of the lineup.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't see really, let's say this about top to bottom of the lineup. I don't see a weak batter.
No.
Right, I don't see that. I think
definitely not out of Southern Nazarene.
Well, it's an offensive team. That's in general. We know that already, but just looking at the way today has gone, it's been a very good day for the bats in general. Now Blake Brinkmeyer hopes to keep that trend going, as it's been a few innings since Southern Nazarene has scored. No watch ball 1. Landon Riley still on the bump. He'll deliver ball 2. Rogers State does have an emergency backup pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Riley will send in strike 1. 2-1 count against Blake Brinkmeyer, the freshman. Brinkmeyer chops that one foul left side.
way up there.
Now 2-2. Pitch is in. Brinkmeyer took a chance at it. He's going to be out. Strike 3.
Now batting number 8, Colby Entwistle.
So it's Colby Entwistle to the plate following the swinging strikeout from Brinkmeyer. Down to your final 2 outs, trailing by 6. First pitch to Entwistle is low. Tanner Bear on deck. 1-0 is outside. 2-0. You can get a couple on. You feel comfortable with Orman coming to the plate. The 2-0. Turn to 2-1 with the swing and miss. He'll see strike 2 go by. Landon Riley delivers a strike. So 2-2 count. The single out on. Here in the bottom of the 9th. Riley turns into a full count.
Game on the line.
Payoff pitch. Riley delivers. And Entwistle survives.
Lives to fight another day.
You know, we've seen Whiteside warming up for quite some time with the bat. You gotta wonder if he's preparing to come in, as there's ball 4 for Entwistle. This will be the 3rd game. One of a few games in a row that Whiteside hasn't gotten the starting call. As now we'll see Carson Kennard come to the plate for the Crimson Storm. Kennard stepping in for Tanner Bear.
He watches strike 1.
Carson, we say just about every time I see him, brings a lot of experience to this team, a lot of maturity. Now the 0-1 from him. He'll see it turn to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Runner on first with a single out.
Oh, man.
Riley off the mark. 2-1. Orman on deck for the Storm. The 2-1 on the way. Kennard watches it go by. They'll call it strike 2. Now the 2-2. Kennard rips that one foul to the right side.
He straightens that one, and that's gone by a lot.
Now the 2-2. Riley loads, deals. Kennard stays alive. Now the 2-2 again. Landon Riley working with a 1 out. He'll load, send it in. Kennard up the middle. This one's a slow roller, going to be picked up and delivered to first by Ponce. It allows Entwistle to reach second, but it does bring up out number 2 with Trey Orman to the plate.
Oh, man.
Now batting number 20, Trey.
So Orman up, Kennard advances, Entwistle takes away the force at second. And it looks like Whiteside is on deck. First pitch they at bat, Orman watches ball 1.
That's a dangerous batter today.
Still a big hole even if you get Best case scenario from Orman, you're going to find yourself down by 4. As Orman's going to sky this one into the infield. Ponce under it. Ponce seals it. Rogers State will walk away with a 6-run W over Southern Nazarene here in Bethany, Oklahoma. They make the trip out for some GAC action, and the MIAA opponent will come in and get the job done. They came in picked by 2 to 3 runs, and they say, you know, we'll take that and double it. Lane, what did you see today?
Saw a lot of offense. A lot of offense. Home runs.
Yeah.
Hard hit balls. Hard hit ground balls.
Yeah, it was opportune hitting. Really, both sides offensively were solid. But you look at the defensive end for Southern Nazarene, you've got 4 errors on the board, and that just more often than not going to do it for you.
I feel like that definitely reflects the scoreboard a little bit there.
Oh, absolutely. And Chris Clemens, the skipper for Rogers State, going to be ecstatic about this win, going out of conference, continuing his streak, which now will stretch to 4 in a row. He's looking to build off of last season where he went 26-22. It was a first-round exit in the MIAA tournament this year. He feels like he's got another really good group that he could do even better things. So good luck to them for the rest of their season. But Southern Nazarene fails to bounce back after the Harding sweep. They've now lost 4 straight. Tough spot to be for SNU as they get ready to travel to Russellville starting this Friday. They'll be facing Arkansas Tech, who's looking really solid this season. After that, they'll get ready for East Central here at Phelan Field. On the other side of things, you've got Rogers State, who again, now on a 4-game winning streak, is feeling good about themselves as they're going to get to face off against Newman on 3 straight days in Wichita, Kansas for MIAA action. Well, that'll do it for us today. A 6-run win again for Rogers State. The Hillcats handle business here in Bethany. Next time you'll hear from us will be March 1st against East Central. We'll be live for that one here in Bethany on Friday at about 12:30, 12:45, so be on the lookout for that. But again, next game out for Southern Nazarene will be away in Russellville, Arkansas, the natural state, to face off against the Wonder Boys. For the time being, I'm Grant McNew. That's Lane Haregrove. We thank you for joining us. We'll be back again shortly in a few days, in about a week and a half. I'm not going to count the days. Hey, you know how we are. You know how we are with math and numbers. We hope to see you again next time.